He will have the power given to him by Allah to command the sky to rain and the earth to bear fruit. Remember, this is at a time when there was no rain for 3 years. People are in a state of desperation. And this is what makes the trial so great. Because people will be desperate. And he, at that point, will be able to call on the sky, tell the sky, rain. And the rain will fall. He will tell the earth, grow, and it will flourish. And he will have with him, following him, a mountain of bread and a mountain of meat that will follow him. He will have a huge amount of bread and meat, main staples of humankind. And of course, those who follow him and accept him will eat. Those who reject him will starve. And he will also have with him what appears to be 2 rivers. One river will appear white and cool, and the other will look like liquid fire, like lava, liquid metal. And if the Prophet ﷺ said that if you are commanded to jump into one of these 2, jump into the fire. Because he's Dajjal. What will appear to you to be evil, the fire, that will be paradise. Whereas what appears cool, white, flowing waters, that will be hell. It will be his paradise, but his paradise will be hell. And the treasures of the earth, where he goes from land to land, and he will go around the world like wind-driven rain, the Prophet ﷺ had said. And wherever he enters a land, the treasures of the earth of that land will come out to him, for him. And he will do what appears to be miraculous works. Among them, he will call people. And he gave the example, Prophet ﷺ gave the example of a Bedouin. He will call on this Bedouin in front of the people and say to him, if I were to resurrect your parents, would you testify that I am your Lord? Because his da'wah is not to being a messenger of Allah. That's not his da'wah. And the Prophet ﷺ referred to Dajjalun who would come, each one claiming that they were messengers of Allah, like Mirza Ghulam Ahmed of the Ahmadis, Qadianis, and others. Baha'u'llah from Iran, of the Baha'is, etc. Those are Dajjalun. But this Dajjal, he will be calling people to accept him as Allah. So he will say to this Bedouin, if I were to resurrect your parents, would you testify that I am your Lord? And the Bedouin would say, yes. If you brought my parents back to life, I would bear witness you are my Lord, because only my Lord can do that. Then Dajjal will call on two jinns that will take the form of his parents. And they will say, follow him, for he is your Lord. See, how many of us would pass that test? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Where will we be if this time comes? And he will cut individuals in half, walk between their halves, then tell the halves to come together, and they will come together. The person will stand up, smiling, running to him. But there will be among them one who will say to him, after Dajjal has cut him in half and brought him back together again and asked him to accept him as his Lord, he will say, no, I am only more certain that you are false. And he will call out to the people, oh people, he won't be able to do this. He won't be able to do this to anyone after me. And Dajjal will grab him and try to cut off his head, will fail. Then he will throw him into that river of fire. He will appear to be burnt into nothingness. But the Prophet ﷺ had said, he will have fallen into paradise. And he said, هذا أعظم الناس شهادة عند رب العالمين. He is the greatest martyr in the sight of the Lord of all the world.